Hello, my friends. Welcome to part 2 of my Anne of Green Gables journal making series. Today I'm going to work on putting some pockets in the journal, maybe doing some embellishing, maybe even making some tags, just trying to make some progress in the journal. When I was out thrifting one day, and I can't remember if I was at the library or at a thrift store, but I found a beautiful book about not only Anne of Green Gables. Well, yes, it was a beautiful book about her. Two ladies wrote it, not the original author. They wrote this compilation, sort of the story of Anne, and it has really, really, really pretty images on it. And that first image that I was holding in my hand that I turned into a pocket, that was from that book. And I'll be using that book extensively in this journal. So we've got the actual Anne of Green Gables journal. We have the book that I thrifted. We have the digital kit that I created, which is available in my Etsy shop. And we've got some scrapbook papers. Also, there's some goodies that JanetKay sent to me. And if you missed part 1, I will mention that this was inspired by JanetKay of Crafts and Tea with JanetKay. She asked if I would make her a journal about Anne of Green Gables, and I said absolutely, I am happy to do that, and I'm excited to do that. So that's why we're making this, and that's why I made a digital kit. I will be sure to link my digital kit in my description box, as well as JanetKay's channel. If you missed the first video, I'll tell you a little bit about what was in it in case you want to go back and look at it. I shared the kit, the journal kit, the ephemera that comes with it. I also shared the book that JanetKay sent to me so that I could use the cover for the journal. And I showed how I took it apart. It doesn't take long, just a couple of minutes, but I showed how I took it apart with my razor tool. Then I started getting to work on the journal. You can see that I went around that hat with a pen, and if you're new to all this and you don't have inks, you don't really need them. You can use a pen to go around, and it does the similar job as inking. Now here I am inking with a dauber, and the difference between the pen and the ink is the ink has a little bit of a softer look, and you can angle your dauber so it'll go in a little bit deeper. Whereas typically with the pen, you're staying right on the outside of your image. But I use both. I'm going to glue these two pieces on here, and that upper pocket will be all done. I am going to get started on making a tag for the journal. So the base is going to be this piece of scrapbook paper that I am inking up. And then I have a piece from the kit right here. I'm inking that up as well. And then I'm going to adhere that to the scrapbook paper. And then this third piece, which as you can see, I'm also inking that a little bit. That's a piece of vellum. It's tall and narrow. And that's going to be the piece that I'm going to put on top. The back of the tag will be able to be written on, and then also that little piece of vellum that's going to go on there, that can be written on as well. And because I'm going to only glue down the edge of it, a little tuck could be put in there if JanetKay wanted to. As some of you guys know, vellum's a little bit strange to work with sometimes, the way that it absorbs liquid, it makes it sort of wrinkly. So once I get this on, well, you see me spread that glue out, and that's kind of a good thing to do. But once I get this on, I'm going to put my clothespins in place and allow the whole thing to dry before I remove the clothespins. I got that piece of vellum from my grabby box, and in that same paper pack that the vellum came in was also regular paper. So this is the same image, but it's made of paper as opposed to vellum. So I'm going to use that on this little side pocket that I created. I feel like the flower's just a little bit plain, so I'm going to add just a little bit of color. I'm going to put green where the leaves are, and then I'm going to color in some of that rose. There's a lot of teal going on this page, not only on the scrapbook paper, but also if you look to the right, her skirt has a nice rich teal color to it. So I'm going to use some lavender and purple and a little bit of pink on the roses. Now I'm going to slide the tag that I made into that side pocket. I'm going to make another tag that we can put in the journal, and I've got this rose scrapbook paper, and I think this beautiful image is going to be perfect. This image, by the way, is a book cover from one of Lucy Maud Montgomery's Anne books. She did a whole series, so it's sort of Anne growing up. So this is one of the books from later on. I wanted to let you know that Lucy Maud Montgomery was inspired by the beautiful woman that you see on the cover of her book. She was actually an American actress and model, and Lucy just loved her look. So she used her on most, if not all, of her Anne books. I am looking through the cut-aparts that come in the digital kit that I made because I want to make another tag, and I just want to see what I have to play with here. I'm definitely going to use the image that's on the top of the screen, and actually you can't see it, but I think there it is. Yes, I'm going to use that. But as you can see, it's a little bit big for this tag that I'm working with, and so I think what I'm going to do is grab my paper punch, and I'm going to punch out this smiling girl. Now, this smiling girl I found in the program that I use to create my digital kits. And I chose her because she's smiling, she's laying in flowers, and she has red hair. And that looks like Anne to me. So that's why I chose to have that image in my digital kit. There we go. We've cut it out in a floral shape. That way I can get it onto this tag. It'll fit nicely. It'll be cute. I think it'll work really well in the journal. Since this tag has a little bit of pink on it, I'm going to go ahead and grab my pink ink and ink around the edges of some of these cut-aparts. Friends, this month I am also working on a collaboration with my friend Carol, Evercrafted by Carol. We are doing a grungy haunted mansion junk journal collaboration. If you'd like to join in, you can. You can download her kit, you can download my kit, you can download both kits, and make your own grungy haunted mansion journal. We will be putting out videos on every Monday of the month, for the month I should say, of September. So I'm really excited about that project as well. There will be 2 more videos in this Anne with an E series. Thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me today. You know I always appreciate that. Leave me a comment. I enjoy hanging out and chatting with you guys. And also, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. The simple act of giving a thumbs up helps the algorithm know that you enjoyed my video, and it will share my video with other people that might also enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.